video.
It's going?
No.
There you go. I think you push the button already.
Alright, we rolling.
You rolling?
Yep, we rolling.
All right. Hey, Shalom out there. I want to say, before we get started, I want to give all honor and glory and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the elder apostles, and honors and salutations to you, Hakim, that's laboring. Today is fake Easter. So all you Hakim out there know. Jake celebrating fake Easter, with Esau, get into this, basically a deity, an old heathen custom, and it's a pagan deity, that by the way, a pagan custom, and pretty much, I'm going to get into that, and bring out the true meaning of Easter, because that's what we out here to do, bring our people the truth, and bring correction, because that's what our people need. They need correction. If they would circumcise their minds, the scripture say heart means mind, right? So if they would circumcise their mind into the words of the Heavenly Father, all right, they would know, and they wouldn't celebrate this pagan custom. They would do it the right way, which is the word Easter goes back to the Hebrew word Pesach, which means Passover, right? Supposed to keep the Passover, which we won't get into that. So, don't worry about that. They just don't gotta do their thing. Homeless Jake's on it. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. I got a article real quick because I'm going into this pagan. Pagan ritual. It says, the exact origins of Easter are unknown, but it is known, because like I said, the word, you go in the scriptures. Matter of fact, can you grab the book of Acts 12? And you can start at the top on down to 4. The points of 4. Hold that, please. I'm gonna finish reading this article for this history. Yeah, we know the origin of Easter because, like I said, the word Easter in the scriptures, when you look it up, it tells you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that too, because I was Sloppy. I actually turned my music on. Jazz start playing. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that on the blue letter. I gotta see something. I'm gonna bring out everything to do with Easter. You got the blue letter out?
Yeah.
Go to the blue letter in that same precept.
Acts 4 and 12.
Acts 12, but go to the blue letter and go to 12 and 4, verse 4. But it should explain what Easter is. You took in the word. Throughout.
Okay, yeah. I'm fast. Want me to read it?
Hold on, just 1 second. Yep, there we go. Yeah, this right. It's just right here. It should say this right here. I want you to read that. Matter of fact, pick up. You want it? There we go. Go down here. Right there. Click on that. And then say Passat. So say outline. Where it say outline? See the outline? Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. All right, so like, I had to grab some precepts. All right, so continuing on, it says, but some sources believe that the word Easter is taken from the Teutonic goddess of fertility and spring, which that's what it pertains to. The fake Easter, the fertility goddess, and that's what they that's the reason they do that Easter egg hunt. The bunny rabbit with the eggs. I mean, it don't even make sense.
That's Ishtar and Astaroth. That's Semiramis, Nimrod's wife.
Yeah, it goes back to all Babylonian pagan deities. Pagan customs. I'm sorry.
And Babylon is the mother of all those pagan customs.
Yeah. Babylonians had a lot of pagan customs. That's why Jeremiah 10th chapter say the Lord told us not to learn the way of the heathen. All right, and it said the customs of the people are vain. In that same chapter, Jeremiah 10th chapter. All right, so continuing on, I'm gonna read some more. It says the pagan ritual of the spring equinox is a celebration of renewed life and the change that comes with spring. Which I mean, first of all, that has nothing to do with us. We don't worship the seasons, and that was never a part of our custom. You go into the law, you don't see that, right? But what you should have been doing was celebrating the Passover, right? Even if you don't know how to keep the Passover by the lunar moon, the fact you keep the Passover, because the lunar moon is a moon cycle, the new month come in, but still keeping the Passover. To the best of your ability, with your lamb, your bitter herbs, your wine, your unleavened bread, that's still a way of keeping the Passover. We're gonna get into that, like I said. But this whole thing about Easter egg hunting is all for just pagans, man. And it's leading our people astray still, because obviously you get up today, today is Sunday, and you get up and you see a lot of Israelites out here. They got their Sunday's best suit on, I seen one guy, man, he was going to a Met Gala or something. The Met Gala they have on TV. I was like, what is this dude? Man, this dude, he went all out, didn't he? He had a crispy bald ass head. I was like, wow, man. Head like a pinky toe. But anyways, I was like, he was like, Jake out here, the women out here got they skimpiest dress on they can find. And they out here, getting it in. Like it's a real holiday. Which it's gonna lead you. Yeah, it's gonna lead them. It's gonna lead you to destruction. Following these heathen. All right, now read that in Acts, please. Yeah, it goes back to the fertility goddess, man. You guys basically celebrating the fertility goddess. All right, and y'all, you shouldn't be doing that because there's no fertility goddess. Like the Most High is the creator of all things. All right. Period. The Most High is a man. He's a spirit, but he's a man. He's a man's spirit. All right. He's a male spirit. Period. Ain't no such thing as no fertility goddess. The most.
There's no females in heaven at all.
The Most High. Yeah, you don't even worry about them. This how Jake is. They always ride by like crazy, but yeah, the Most High then sent a woman to bring forth, the springtime and make things to bud. The trees to bud, make the crops to grow. The Most High is the one that gave Yahweh Shai and the elect angels, all right. The creations on how to, the blueprint. I'm sorry, the blueprint on how to create things. It was Yahweh Shai that received that, and then the elect angels, which Yahweh Shai gathered, they helped them create everything you see. All right. So that's how it works. All right. Never was no woman involved with this. Period. All right. You read it out.
This is Acts 12, verse 4. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people.
All right, so after Easter, right? Now go to the blue letter because you got to go into Easter. It's after Easter. Why he said after Easter? Because it's important because Easter means Passover. All right.
Did you want me to go into the
say outline that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the second paragraph.
It's the second.
Read that one.
Okay, the Paschal lamb, i.e., the lamb the Israelites were accustomed to slaying and eat on the 14th day of the month of Nisan. That's the first month of our year.
Yep.
That's our New Year's. In memory of the day on which their fathers prepared to depart from Egypt.
There you go. The Passover. Now let's go into the Passover. And it said what? The 14th day of the first month. Right? Now, let's go into the Passover. They're not even supposed to be on there. Jacob stupid shit. And they had the state police down here for a month and a half, then 2 months. And shit like that. It's not even street legal. And they been ripping them damn dirt bikes all down the street. Stupid. Yeah, Jeremiah 4:22. Saw his children. And it brings heat on us other Israelites, Can't go to the store without being harassed. The Most High, protecting me. I was okay. But the state boys got behind me many times.
They bring them out.
Yeah. Ride me, read my plate, and then go ahead, All right, but so going to the Passover, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. All right, so I don't know why I said the 14th day, but it said the 14th day in that the blue
Mhm.
letter. It says it should have said the 10th day. You're supposed to get ready to prepare. Well, you keep it you know it ain't really far off, but you know you keep the
Mhm.
male lamb in the first year without blemish. You know you're supposed to keep an eye on it because you know the Passover come up. You know you supposed to be aware of it, so you get ready to kill it. The Eve. That's why it ain't really go further into it. But it just really broke down and said yeah, it goes back to the Passover, roughly. But it says, and if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb should be without blemish, a male of the first year, like I was just going into, right? It says, you shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, right? Because you're supposed to have it where it's a male in the first year. You don't have a lamb. You get a male goat for the first year, all right, without blemish, right? It says, and the reason why it's made that way because the lamb basically have to be perfect, right? Or the goat, they have to be perfect, right? It says, the lamb shall be without blemish, and male the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. So that's why I should say I want this. It should have said in the blue letter the 10th to the 14th day. It says you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Like I said, you keep an eye on it. So you grab it when it's time for Passover. When you approach Eve, you grab the lamb, prepare to slay it, so you can roast it with fire. Right? Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. Now, of course, you can't take the. Well, first of all, we can't even really herd our own flocks, So, I don't, me or other brother or even the elder apostles, they don't even tell us to put the blood on our doorposts or the side doorposts, because we know we under Esau, All right, they know we under Esau. And Esau, kick in your door and want to see what the hell going on. Because if somebody reported that you have blood, on your doorpost, or your side post, That's how Esau is, And then Jake, they so fucking into Esau society. If they see you do that, they report you so fast. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my neighbor next door. I see him putting blood on the doorpost and the side post. I don't know if they murdered somebody or you know what I'm saying. Jake's stupid. Right? Jake's stupid. Right? They do stupid shit like that. But I'm just telling you because you do everything with understanding, right? So if you keep the Passover, just simply go to the store. You can buy a whole lamb. You can buy a whole lamb. You can get a lamb shoulder roast or leg. I just get the roast, the shoulder, the shoulder cut, and I usually get it. You can get it the bone too, whatever. But I like to get mine with the bone in it, And I take it, and I roast it with fire. put in the oven, no seasoning, and then of course you get your bitter. Well, I'm gonna read about that. I ain't gonna even mention that. I'm gonna read into it. It's gonna further explain what all you should have for the Passover. So I don't want to give away. I'm gonna read it. It says, "And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread." Yeah, unleavened bread is like corn tortilla. We basically use corn tortilla because corn tortillas is unleavened. Basically, leavening is yeast. Yeast make the bread rise or expand. So when it says leavening, it means yeast. It's the same thing. All right, what makes it expand. All right. So you don't eat bread with yeast. All right. For the Passover. As a matter of fact, it's going to be mentioned about having yeast in your dwelling. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not supposed to have yeast in your dwelling as well. It says, "And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the portents thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire, and thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yahweh's Passover." Now, that's the way you keep the Passover. All right. Excuse me. You get your lamb, you roast it with fire, get your bitter herbs, all right, your unleavened bread, right? And then on top of that, your dress. Let's explain the dress. You stay fully clothed. Fully clothed. We keep our shoes on overnight because you gotta understand what was going on. At that, first of all, the Heavenly Father. We mentioned that in the Blue Letter when you read it. The deliverance from the old Egyptian captivity. And we kept the Passover, the Most High bringing us out of Egypt. All right, old Egypt, and that's the reason why I was kept in Egypt or established in Egypt. We was in Egypt, and then there was a reason for the Most High having us keep the Passover, because He would kill the firstborn, all right, of the Egyptians. Right? So it makes perfect sense. All right. Why is it so important to keep it now? Because it's something that we were required to keep throughout our generations. All right. That's something we're supposed to keep throughout all our generations, because this is our biggest high holy day. Even now, being in the new Babylonian empire or kingdom,
Spiritual Egypt.
Yeah, spiritual Egypt. That's important for us to keep it still to this very day, because we're getting ready to be delivered from this captivity. All right, come on, now. Don't you want to be delivered? Do that which is right, in the sight of Yahweh Basham Shah. I mean, it's just that simple, just be obedient,
Right. law helps keep us.
Huh?
I said the law helps us keep all of those things at the forefront of our mind
Mm-hmm.
as a memorial.
Good. It's a couple of points I want to make. The same chapter. I'm gonna go to Leviticus too. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have you grab the one in Leviticus.
Okay, it's no problem.
So Leviticus, let me see. This is a great tool to have right here. I always use my notes. You type in the word, it's pop right up. You go to Leviticus, 23rd chapter and the 5th verse. In fact, hold on one second. Make sure that's it. This is just grab in fact, hold on, I like grab another. In fact, go grab your apocrypha out. Go to First Esdras, first chapter. Hold up. That goes with the subject matter too. And I'll continue this one. All right, back in Exodus 12 and where I'm at, verse 12. It says, For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and it will smite all the firstborn. It's like it will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both men and beasts, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. Yeah, so, just like back then, the Most High had he had a reason. There's a purpose for us to keep the Passover, and there's a reason why we should keep the Passover, so the Lord will pass over the house of us and smite the Egyptians, firstborns. All right, and that's why the Most High has to do that. By sending the blood on the post. All right, the Lord. He know that we kept the Passover. All right, he would pass over. All right, but the Egyptians, guess what happened to them? All right, they woke up crying. You know why? Because the Lord came through there and he smitten them. All right, they were smitten by the Lord. It says, now I'm gonna jump down to. Well, actually, I'm gonna just keep reading. This is a lot in this whole chapter. The whole chapter really about the Passover, but I'm just keep reading. Verse 14. And this day shall. I don't know who the hell that is. And this day shall be. They just be yelling. Sometimes people just yell. They go by the camp, but they don't try to let it distract them. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to Yahweh throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. So we're supposed to keep this ordinance forever. All right, throughout all our generations. Teach your children. All right. Now I know, our family structure is pretty much short on this side. So of course you can't. Some brothers can't have all their children. But hey, still the children's way of righteousness is that's cool too. That's a good thing. All right, because in this society, Esau broke up our family structure to the point where some brothers can't see their children due to the demon that's on their baby mothers. So I get it. But some brothers can. Some brothers got all their children. Some brothers hold Passover with their children. That's good. That's a good thing. It says 15, verse 15. 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. Yeah, so for 7 days, basically a whole week, you eat unleavened bread. So you don't eat things that have, you don't eat food that have leaven in it. All right? Don't eat no leaven bread that have yeast in it. You got bread that don't have yeast in it, you gotta find it. You gotta look around for it. That's why I just stick to corn tortilla. There's some things, some things that got they don't have any yeast in it. But it's hard to find, far and wide,
You have to go into that foreign section of the grocery market.
Yeah, pretty much. I just eat corn tortillas because
keep it simple.
Yeah, I eat corn tortillas, or I just eat like salad is good. It's good because you ain't got the only thing you gonna put in there was the croutons, something like that. But you put everything else in there, the veggies, and all that. I eat grilled foods, eat grilled foods. That's good. Eat baked foods. There's a lot of ways you can get around leavening. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about you basically looking up things or looking up foods that don't have yeast in it. It should be simple because Google will show you a lot. Google will show you damn near everything.
Say if you can't find it, it's because you're not looking.
Yeah. That's true for the most part. You gotta look it up. You gotta look it up.
Yeah, it's 2021.
Kind of remind me of Tommy Sotomayor. He's always saying that. Look it up, nigga. Continuing on, it says 7 days shall you eat unleavened